What's up? It's Rob from FLX Bike with your Babymaker production update of the week. For the folks in Europe wondering about the VAT situation, we will be addressing that in the challenge section. If you want to skip ahead to that, just jump to about 2/3 of the way through this video to see that right away. Just a couple announcements before we get started. We do have a live tomorrow, July 21st at 2 p.m. PST. If you have any questions about production, deliveries, the Babymaker, if you want to chat with us about the EU situation there, please join us for the live tomorrow. One more announcement, we will not be doing a live next week. What we're going to be doing is staggering the production update with the lives. So next week, we're going to do a regular production update. The following week, we'll do the live and back to a production update. That way, we will be able to free up some of the team's resources, especially the logistics team, to really focus on delivering the final Babymakers, but we'll still be able to maintain that weekly contact with you, our riders. We're gonna start this production update with a global status update, but first, a couple of your Babymaker photos. The first one from Gail. Love my Babymaker, new cages, water bottles, pedals, and helmet. That's an awesome looking Babymaker. I love the black water bottles, matching it. Great look. Thanks for being safe out there too with your helmet. Next one from Alistair. More adventures with Raya. Finally found a suitable name for her. And I love what she said at the end here. The best thing about the Babymaker is you can bring it with you anywhere. Plus, instead of people looking at you dirty when you walk in with a bike, now they come up to me and be like, hey, dope bike. That's awesome. I love the blue, the stickers on it, and the name. My motorcycle was named Scarlet. That's before I sold her recently. Not doing any motorcycle riding on this leg. So starting with the US, our global status update, T6-2, the CSCL Spring, that is shipping at the moment, 225 Babymakers. C21, the SM Ningbo, that is at FedEx. It was 189 Babymakers, 220 touring kits, completely shipped, I'm showing. T7-1, the Costco Taitong, 225 Babymakers, shipped with a few exceptions. So there may be a handful of bikes there that have not gone out from T7-1. T7-2 and T7-3, total of 451 Babymakers. Those are scheduled to start shipping late this week or early next week. C22 on the CSCL South China Sea. The container is at FedEx, has 222 Babymakers. That will start shipping this week. C23, the Joseph Schulte, 221 Babymakers. That birthed July 16th. That will still have to clear customs, get into FedEx before it can ship out. C24, we are still awaiting details on that. That is 202 Babymakers once that is ready. T8, the NYK Themis, arrived. It was unloaded. That's 140 Babymakers, and those will start shipping this week. We do have 229 touring packages to begin shipping this week. Address verifications were sent for those on July 9th. So if you got those, you can expect a touring package soon. Same situation for Hawaii and Alaska. We're just waiting on the final bikes to come in on C20, T7, C23, C24. And that will finish Hawaii and Alaska. That's it for the US. Let's see a couple more photos from Raymond. Great ride today, 85% PAS 2, the rest 3 and 4 for hills. Lots of battery left, beautiful day. I love that, it looks like a water tower behind it. Just absolutely green, must be out in the East Coast somewhere. Next one from John, just arrived finally. And he said he ordered in August 2020. So really good to see bikes ordered in August, which was after the Indiegogo campaign ended being delivered. So that's good news for the folks who did order later. We're seeing some of those delivered now. Great looking bike, John, Kiwi with the Porsche in the back. I wonder which one you're gonna ride more now. Moving on to the EU, UK, we do have a bit of a curveball with the taxes there. We're gonna talk more about that in the challenge section. But for now, just a status on each of the containers. Starting with NL4, 129 bikes. That was moved to the carrier last Friday, Monday, which is today, last weekend on that. UK3, 131 Babymakers. We're still waiting on a handful of riders to pay their VAT for that, for those bikes to leave in the UK. NL5, which changed into SP8, 144 Babymakers. That was moved to the carrier over the weekend, as was SP9 and SP10, each with 144 Babymakers. Those are the bikes destined for Europe. SP11, we're actually splitting that shipment. The carrier is able to take direct from the factory 85 bikes for the EU and the remainder of the bikes going to the UK for UK riders. So that will be Tuesday, Wednesday, today or tomorrow when you watch this video. Container 13, which is a container of components on its way to Spain to build more Babymakers. That shipped June 28th. It's due to arrive in Barcelona on July 29th. As far as touring packages for the EU UK are concerned, we are awaiting some charters that were ordered separately from those, and they will be shipping together with the touring packages. So as soon as those come in, I believe they will all be shipping out to the EU to be distributed from there. All right, moving on to the low volume locations, really no status change there. The majority of the bikes have shipped out with the exception of a handful of the very challenging to ship to locations. So we may be reaching out to you if you haven't received your LVL bike yet with further instructions on that. That's it for the global status update. Let's see a couple more rider photos. From J.A. After a year, she finally arrives. And he says FedEx dropped it off without a signature. So really do recommend you keep an eye out for the email from us with the tracking number. You can track that through to your door. And if you can, please be there when they deliver it, because some of them have been delivered without signature despite instructions to do so with a signature. The next one from John, my Babymaker arrived and I love it. I've rode it several times and it's amazing. Awesome, John, the Sterling Babymaker Pro, looking really good with the touring package as well. And I've got the same bottle as you. Look at that. Nice squeeze bottle. All right, that brings us to our challenge section. Just a little bit of forward. This is something we are still looking into at the moment, still working on it, but I'm gonna give you everything I know up to this point. The major challenge is the bikes shipped back from the UK into the EU have been assessed a duty. That was something we were not expecting. We knew it was possible, but we were hoping they would get in without a VAT. And I'm gonna give you a bit of background on that situation. So back in May, our factory in Spain advised us that due to a recent VAT ruling, that all bikes shipped to Europe would also need to be charged a VAT as they were charged in the UK. After much back and forth from our team with the factory, our accountants there in Europe and the UK, and also carriers as well, we were advised that the best bet would be to ship those bikes from the EU into the UK and back to the EU as a way to possibly legally eliminate or minimize those VAT payments. Now the bikes have shipped, we have done that. We've gone to great lengths to do that, had massive delays just getting those bikes to the UK and back in. That's something nobody's happy about. Us, you guys, everybody included. And unfortunately the VAT was still assessed by the government and it doesn't look like something we'll be able to get around. We're still working on that. We're still working with our accountants to see if anything can be done, but right now it's not looking great on that end. So this is something we continue to work on. We will keep you updated on it. We've tried everything we can to try and minimize that VAT. Unfortunately, that's something that the government is requiring. It's not something that we can change. We've done everything we can and paid an insane amount to ship those bikes through there, kind of go through this route to try and get around it, but it seems like it is not working. So that's everything I know about this situation at the moment. I'm by no means qualified to talk about taxes. I'm not an accountant or anything like that. So this is something we will continue to push with our accountants there, see if anything can be done, and we will keep you updated on this situation. So my huge apologies for the delay on those bikes. We were under the impression that going this route would be the best bet to save you guys taxes there in the EU. And unfortunately, it did not work as planned. So kind of back to square one there with a delay. So that's on us as a team and more so me as a leader. So huge apologies from that one. All I can say is we will continue to work on it. We will learn from this and do better for you guys moving forward. So that's the major challenge of the week. I don't really know where to go from there. So got one more rider photo here from Bob. He's got two Babymaker boxes and they must have put the wrong thing in there because that does not look like a Babymaker. Maybe the next model and get a motor on that one. Thanks for the photo, Bob, and the laugh. All right, everybody, that is it for today's production update. If you enjoyed it, please subscribe. If you have any questions or want to talk about this EU tax situation with us on the live tomorrow, it will be at 2 p.m. PST. That's Wednesday, July 21st. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.